This digital story has been created as part of the Gloucestershire Members World War I project and will show you how you can use the free downloadable research toolkits on the Gloucestershire Archives website to learn more about the soldiers who served from around the county. The soldier we'll be looking at today is William Frederick Parsons. He's one of the soldiers listed on the spreadsheet titled Gloucestershire Soldiers 1914 to 19, mentioned in the Cheltenham Chronicle and Gloucestershire Graphic, which can be downloaded from the Gloucestershire Archives website. So using the census search on Ancestry, we can find some census records. So we click on Search and Census and Voter Lists, select 1900s and then 1901 census. We can type in his name and any other information we may have. In this case, we've got that he lives in Gloucestershire. And then from the list of results, we click on View Record. From the document, we can see that his dad, 30 at the time, was a railway labourer. His mother, Emily, is presumably looking after William and his little sister, Violet. All of them are living in Pamington, near Tewkesbury. So now that we know where William Frederick Parsons grew up, we can find a little bit more about his early life using the records at Gloucestershire Archives. We can find out where he went to school. We know that the nearest primary would have been in Ashchurch. We're lucky enough to have the admissions register and the logbook for Ashchurch Primary School. Starting with the information in the admissions register, we see that he was born on the 26th of July, 1896, and the date of admission is 17th of June, 1901. He was known as Fred rather than William. It's the first primary school that he went to, and he finished there on the 24th of June, 1910. The second record that we have relating to William's school life is an entry in Ashchurch Primary School logbook dated 13th September 1904. It's unusual that we would have an entry directly relating to William. The head writes, Fred Parsons, Standard 2, was climbing over the railings of the playground this dinner time when he got caught on the spikes and tore a nasty gash in the back of his thigh. I had him taken home. It's interesting that his name is written as Fred rather than William. Tells us a little bit more about him as a person and perhaps his character, that he was caught climbing on the railings of the school. As we saw from the school admissions register, William left in June of 1910. So going back to Ancestry, using the same process that we did for the 1901 census, we can look at the 1911 census and see what William is doing after he's left school. From the record, we can see that his dad is now working as a coal agent. William's now 14. He's working as a coal agent assistant, presumably helping his dad. Violet is now 10 and attending school, and the family is still living in Pamington. When war broke out, William Frederick Parsons, like many Gloucestershire men enlisted in the army, we can find out more about his military career on Ancestry by doing a military search, in particular looking at the medal roll index cards. So clicking on search and selecting military, we can type in his name and any other information we may have. And to find the medal roll index cards, we click on Awards and Decorations of Honour and then select British Army World War I medal roll index cards 1914 to 1920. See William at the bottom of the page of list of results and click View Record. So clicking on the medal roll index card, we can see that William's corps was the Royal Gloucestershire Hussars. His rank was a private and his regimental number was 2838. He first served in Egypt in December 1915 and he was killed in action on the 23rd of April 1916. and was posthumously awarded the Victory, British and Star medals. Other records at Gloucestershire Archives can help us piece together the circumstances of William's death. William was killed at the Battle of Katia on Easter Sunday in April 1916. We have a description of the battle written by one of the Royal Gloucestershire Hussars who was taken as a prisoner of war. He writes that on the 22nd of April they arrived at Katia late in the afternoon due to a shortage of transport camels and too much equipment. But camp became shipshape fairly soon, and before dark the remaining men were sleeping in marching order. On the next day, on the 23rd of April, they awoke to a heavy fog over the desert, which made it difficult to see anything. Between 6 and 7, some Turkish scouts were spotted. This developed into a full-scale attack by the Turks. And the battle came to an end at 3:15 in the afternoon, when the author of the description was taken as a prisoner of war by the Turks. Using the newspapers at Gloucestershire Archives, we can see how William's death was reported. His death's recorded in the Roll of Honour, published in the Cheltenham Chronicle and Gloucestershire Graphic from Saturday 13th of May 1916. He is also commemorated on the War Memorial at Ashchurch, the village where he went to school. For more information about the Gloucestershire Remembers project and to download free research toolkits and resources to help you learn more about the soldiers who fought from your community and how the war affected where you live, visit www.gloucestershire.gov.uk/archives/WW1/resources.